Indictments of these Russian nationals. What is going on? Is this a joke? What is going on? This is bullshit. I mean, listen to this. Certain organization produced materials about the 2016 U.S. presidential election used election-related hashtags. Hashtag Trump 2016, Trump train, MAGA. I won't protect Hillary, Hillary for prison. Defendants and their co-conspirators also established additional online social media accounts. Wait, what? Defendants and their co-conspirators also used U.S. personas to communicate with unwitting members, volunteers, and supporters of the Trump campaign involved in local community outreach, as well as grassroots groups that supported then-candidate Trump. These individuals and entities at times distributed the organization's materials through their own accounts via retweets. They're talking about people posting on Twitter? What the hell? Choose peace and vote for Jill Stein. Trust me, it's not a wasted vote. What am I reading right now? I'm like stunned. I don't understand what's going on. This is garbage. Stop AI. They're being indicted for saying stop AI on Twitter. Voter fraud. So you're indicting these people for opening up PayPal accounts and using Twitter? What is going on? The political advertisements included the following. You know, a great number of black people support us, saying that Hillary Clinton's not my president. I say no to Hillary Clinton. I say no to manipulation. Join our Hillary Clinton for Prison 2016. Donald wants to defeat terrorism. Hillary wants to sponsor it. I don't understand what I'm reading. They're indicting these people for what they said on Twitter. These Russian nationals that live in Russia. Is this, what is going on? I'm literally confused. Because first of all, you're trying to, this isn't going to do anything. What is this? What is this? Defendants and their co-conspirators purchased advertisements on Facebook to promote March for Trump and Down with Hillary rallies. I think I got some information that said it was less than $1 that was purchased on Facebook. Like, so they're being indicted on. I mean, this is a joke, literally a joke. Defendants and their co-conspirators, through false U.S. personas, offered money to certain U.S. persons to cover rally expenses. So they're trying to, what it seems like is there are some Russians that know what's going on, and they wanted Trump to legitimately win, and then the FBI is trying to indict these people for what? For what? So, talking on Twitter? This is a joke. This is a joke. This pisses me off. What is this? FBI is a piece of shit. Garbage. Garbage. Media reporting on or about the same day as Facebook's disclosure referred to Facebook working with investigators for the Special Counsel's Office of the U.S. Department of Justice, which has been charged with investigating the Russian government's efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. Wrote in an email to a family member, "We had a slight crisis here at work. The FBI busted our activity, not a joke. So I got preoccupied with covering tracks together with the colleagues. I created all these pictures and posts, and the Americans believed that it was written by their people." Wait, what the hell is going on? "We had a slight crisis here at work. The FBI busted our activity. So I got preoccupied with covering tracks together with colleagues. I created all these pictures and posts. The Americans believed it was written by their people." I mean, this sounds like a moron Russian. Americans believed it was written by their people? I mean, is this like a double operative? Is this a Russian? Because first of all, they cannot be indicted. They can't indict a Russian. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, they're not. This isn't going to go anywhere. So is this Democratic operatives pretending to be working for Trump, and then the deep state FBI comes out and says, "Oh, look." You see what I'm saying? Like, this is utter horseshit. Utter horseshit. I've never seen such garbage in my life. In furtherance of the conspiracy to affect illegal objects, defendants and their co-conspirators committed the following acts in connection with the staging of U.S. political rallies. Facebook advertisements. March for Trump rally. So they're trying to say false U.S. persona, but it was just like an email they used. So the FBI, if you read it and you're like, oh, they were using false U.S. persona, but they say that because they were using an email. And them saying that email doesn't trace back to the person that opened it, so it's a false U.S. persona. What is this? What is this? This is all they have? Oh my God, this obsesses me so much. I have to read this because I don't even know what's going on. This is unbelievable. Like, this can't be real. 13 Russian nationals indicted for interfering in U.S. elections. Look at this moron. Moron! A federal grand jury on Friday indicted 13 Russians and 3 Russian companies for allegedly interfering with the presidential election in 2016 in a case brought by special counsel Robert Mueller that detailed a sophisticated plot to wage information warfare against the U.S. What a horse's ass. The Russian nationals are accused of setting a strategic goal to sow discord in the U.S. political system. Oh, that's rich, coming from the FBI. Are you not looking at the media? You piece of shit! The indictment, the first filed against Russian nationals as part of Mueller's probe, effectively returns focus to the meddling activities out of Russia in the run-up of the 2016 election, following a string of charges relating to the actions of Trump associates. Further, the DOJ made clear that the indictment does not allege that any of the interference changed the outcome of the presidential race. There's no allegation in this indictment that any American was a knowing participant in this illegal activity. There's no allegation in the indictment that the charged conduct altered the outcome of the 2016 election. Deputy Attorney Rod Rosenstein, who oversees the special counsel probe, said at a Friday press conference, 37-page indictment was signed by Mueller. Who gives a shit if it was signed? You could sign a piece of crap for all I care. They're drunk on their own power. So this means something to them. It doesn't mean anything to the American people. Who cares if you signed it? But in their world, them signing these things, it's like from God. Oh, Mueller signed it. Like, Who cares? The defendants are accused of spreading derogatory information about Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. So they're trying to indict Russians for saying some stuff on Twitter about Hillary Clinton. This is for real. This isn't a joke. This is real. They're trying to pass this off as like legitimate. Is this unbelievable? I mean, this is, if I wasn't so pissed, I should be laughing. This is unbelievably a joke. I knew this. I said, let the Mueller probe keep going. They're going to, I didn't even know that they would implode this hard. This is, I've never seen this level of, I don't even know what to call it. This is garbage. It is garbage. Denigrating Republican candidates Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, and ultimately supporting Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders and then Republican candidate Donald Trump. It says the defendants spread derogatory information about various candidates throughout the 2016 campaign, and by early to mid-2016 were supporting Trump's presidential campaign. There's no allegation in the indictment that the charged conduct altered the outcome of the election. Rosenstein, though, said that after the election, the group worked both to stage rallies in favor of President-elect Trump and in opposition to his election. Rosenstein on Friday described a sophisticated operation by Russian organization Internet Research Agency. He said the scheme involved setting up hundreds of social media accounts using stolen or fictitious identities to make it appear like the accounts were controlled by individuals in the U.S. He said the defendants posed as politically active Americans and recruited real Americans to stage rallies and engage in political activities. But Rosenstein said those Americans did not know they were communicating with Russians. The indictment says the actions date back to 2014. This is unbelievable. What is this? I mean, honestly, this can be chalked up for somebody wanting to, having political views. We know the Russians are fighting the same deep state. So they obviously, they wanted Trump to be elected. Is that a crime? I don't understand. Is that a crime? Now they're trying to say it was like some sophisticated plot. This is, I just can't believe this. This is the FBI, ladies and gentlemen. What a piece of smelly shit. According to special counsel, the indictment charges the defendants with conspiracy to defraud the United States, 3 defendants with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud, and 5 defendants with aggravated identity theft. Well, isn't that just so sophisticated for the FBI? We know that you can put stuff on paper and make it sound all scary and stuff. You guys are smelly piles of shit. 3 entities charged are Internet Research Agency, LLC, Concord Management and Consulting, LLC, and Concord Catering. 13 Russians charged are blah, blah, blah. Bunch of Vladimirs in there, and Vladchinskos and all this other stuff. The indictment says the Internet Research Agency registered with the Russian government as a corporate entity in 2013. It employed hundreds of individuals for its online operators and had an annual budget equaling the equivalent of millions of US dollars. Prosecutors accused the Russians of communicating with a real US person affiliated with a Texas-based grassroots organization. So they're going after this, and they are completely looking the other way on national security issues. The Democrats with doing stuff with our uranium, like actual like national security stuff, and they're going after what people say on Twitter. This has got to be the biggest joke I've ever seen in my entire life. Purple states like Colorado, Virginia, and Florida, the indictment says. Who cares what this indictment says? This indictment is garbage. Can you imagine all the people that are like, oh, the Russian indictment's coming out soon and Donald Trump's going to go to jail and all this. Can you imagine what they're doing, reading this, saying that these people are communicating on Twitter? Can you imagine? They thought they actually had something and they were so hopeful. This comes out. What a crushing blow. What a crushing blow. They also created controlled numerous Twitter accounts. According to the indictment, the specialists were instructed to post online content and criticize Hillary and the rest, except Sanders and Trump. So except the two parties, the Democratic, the American people wanted Sanders and Trump. So this is like a Hillary Clinton. This is unbelievable what this is. You see what's going on here, right? They used pro-Trump, anti-Clinton hashtags. Yeah, they didn't want that witch. Everybody in the world didn't want that witch. These Russians were willing to come to the United States and either have anybody, basically anybody except Hillary. That should tell you something. So they're talking about literally they're talking about Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts. These people are so screwed. This is what they have. This is what this idiot has. Look at him. Just look at his face. This guy upsets me. You know why? You know how much money we're wasting? You know how much brainwashing is going on? You know what the FBI does and does not look into, and then when they have a problem, they want to make it a big deal, and, oh, Mueller put his name on it. You are such garbage. You are garbage.